Hi, welcome to the Fall Counselor Connection. I'm Steve Murray, Director of Counseling, and I'm joined by Mary Beth Thomas, one of our generalist counselors. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what we do as school counselors. We help students in terms of academics, personal social areas, and then college and career. But today we're going to focus mainly on academics and personal social. Right, Mary Beth?
Sounds good.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, we're 5 weeks into the semester, and what type of if a student is struggling, what can parents recommend that a student do to alleviate some of that struggling?
Well, first and foremost, they should see their teacher. Our teachers are here before school and after school, and they're always here to help our students be successful. Second, they can go to the Andre Center. The Andre Center is open before school and after school also, and we always have teachers in the Andre Center there to also provide support. And third, they can always come and talk to us if they need some additional support and help.
Correct. And then last week we had an organization meeting where, in which an expert came in and helped students who might be struggling with executive functioning or organizational issues. And of course, each one of us has some ways that we can help parents if their son is struggling with executive functioning or organizational activities, so that we know that they can, number one, write down the homework, secondly, do the homework, and thirdly, turn in the homework.
Right.
So again, those academic interventions are see the teacher, communicate with the teacher parents that you're aware that your son is struggling, and then what can we do to put him back on the right path. So reach out to the teacher. The Andre Center is staffed before school and after school with resource teachers. And then finally, we can, if the parent needs to, reach out to one of us, their generalist counselors, so that we can help steer their son on the right course to take care of any academic issues that might be flaring up right now.
Absolutely.
Because it's better to do it early than later.
Right, 5 weeks, so we have, 4 more weeks before the first quarter.
Correct. And then, but more importantly, we have at least a number of weeks before final exams.
Absolutely.
And because
we still have time.
Yeah, only semester grades count.
Right.
So these little snapshots on Edline, they give us some sense of what's going on, but the final grade is the one that goes on the transcript, which gets reported to the colleges and universities.
Yes.
We also know in the fall, it's football season, and with football season, we have a huge homecoming dance coming up.
Right.
So you want to talk a little bit about homecoming dance and responsibility there?
Well, homecoming is October 3rd.
Yes.
The dance is October 3rd. The football game, the big football game, is October 2nd, right? So tickets are going to be on sale starting this coming Monday.
Okay.
And so they will be on sale during lunch hours. So have the students bring their money. I believe the tickets are $25. Or maybe 20. I'm not sure, Mr. Murray.
So check the website
if
they're confused about how much the ticket is.
But you know what, parents? I think this is a great time to start talking to your sons about your expectations and what you expect from them. Make sure you talk about the no use rule. No alcohol, no drugs. Your sons need clear definition of what you expect from them. They need that. So the other thing I think it's so important too is parents, when you have homecoming, make sure you go to, their date. Go to those pictures. Don't you think that's important, Mr. Murray?
Absolutely.
Your son's going to say, Mom, nobody's going to be there. Trust me, parents will be there taking pictures. So go there, meet the date, meet the parents' date. I think it's so important to know who your son is going with. And the last thing I think, which is so important, is make sure you're up when your son gets home. Do not, set a curfew. Know who they're going with, and make sure you're up when they come home. And if you need that extra cup of coffee at dinner so you're up, make sure. Because when they come home, they know you're going to be there. So they know that they have to be in good shape.
And this is an event that you don't need a limousine. You don't need a tuxedo. You don't need all that high price attire.
Right.
It's a simple dance. It's a homecoming dance But as you said, parents need to set boundaries, need to set rules, and if you're not aware of them, Notre Dame also has a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week honor code, and any student found to be in violation of that honor code is susceptible or can be disciplined as a result of our knowledge of any
Yes.
breaking of the honor
Right,
code.
you're a Don 24/7. And they will be buying their tickets, parents. This is the ticket, and there's a whole set of rules and regulations on the back that is clearly stated. So please look over the rules and regulations. And as you mentioned, limos and buses, many times kids will rent a limo or a party bus. They are subject to be searched here on Notre Dame's grounds by our security. So make sure your boys know that.
So, in conclusion, we talked a little bit about academics. There are a number of different resources available to help anybody who's struggling academically. We talked a little bit about the expectations for the homecoming dance. Make sure you know the date, make sure you set parameters and set curfew for what is going to be going on in terms of this event and every weekend and
Not just homecoming, every single weekend. Make sure your kids know what your rules are.
And in terms of our juniors and seniors, I know that there are visits scheduled for college
Colleges.
visits. The college representatives are coming by. They sign up for those visits via Naviance, and then transcripts can also be requested through Naviance. And if anybody has any questions about the college search, talk to Mrs. Graff, talk to their own individualist and generalist counselor, and we are happy to help with that college search.
Absolutely.
And college planning and application season and all that other stuff, because we know it changes all the time, and it also, there's a lot of moving pieces, as they say.
Right. Yes.
So this has been our Counselor Connection. I'm Mr. Murray, and I've been joined by Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Thanks very much.